Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel if you are new. Hello, my name is V. I'm posting one video every single day up until Christmas. That is 25 videos. We are on day 21. If you missed any of my previous videos, make sure to check those out. Trust me, you do not want to miss out. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications as I'm doing tons and tons of giveaways throughout the month of December. I am doing a very ugly sweater nail design. I'm super excited to be doing this with you guys. I am going to be transitioning my old Christmas set into these nails. Such an easy transition. I actually started off with the gingerbread man and then I was like, you know what, let me transform them into ugly sweater nails because they are my favorite. So I'm really excited to be sharing this with you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. That being said, for today's video we are doing a giveaway. Today's giveaway is partnered with Archon Mounts. For those of you that do not know, Archon Mounts has a ton of mounts for recording for your phone, for your camera. So make sure you guys check out their website. For today's video, we are going to be giving away 2 mounts for one person. So one lucky winner is going to get 2 mounts. The first mount is the Remarkable Creators 3-in-1 phone and tablet stand. It's basically the one that I use for my videos, except it has the little stand for your tablet as well. If you're doing lives, you can go ahead and be looking at your tablet while recording at the same time. I feel like I need this in my life as well. For the second one, it's going to be the Mobile Grip Robust Phone Mount Holder. What's nice about this one is that it's little, and so it gets those nice close-ups that you might want, especially when doing nail art. How to enter. I normally ask you guys a question on my video, and all you have to do to enter is comment your answer down below in the comment section. The question for today's video is, what are your thoughts on today's nails? Let me know down below. Super easy. Just give me your thoughts. It doesn't matter what your thoughts are. Comment down below and you will automatically be entered. Make sure you do check back in the community section of my channel as that is where I am announcing the winners. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now let's get right into it. Getting right into today's video, I am using the Kiara Sky Rechargeable e-file. Along with that, I'm using the Kiara Sky 5-in-1 bit. This is medium grit and it is in their silver color. I have my e-file at about 8,000 to 9,000 RPMs. It's my comfortable speed. And I'm going ahead and removing the top coat and the design off of my nails in prep for my fill. I am basically going around the cuticle area and then down the length of the nail. Trying to do this as fast as possible just to save a little bit of time. Fills typically do go quicker regardless. Now, I did want to mention, I know a lot of you guys are probably going to say you don't even need a fill, and that is for the most part correct. However, because I am going to be using my nails as advertisement, not only practice, believe it or not, people will notice it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. You want to make sure your work that you are posting is on its best that you can. That is going to make all that difference whether, you know, you get a lot of views or a lot of likes on your posts. So that goes into play with anything that I've said on my channel. It's really important that you focus on your base and you have everything nice and clean before you post it. Always post your best work, as I mention all the time. So getting back into the tutorial, I'm going in and removing the little knitted design that I did with gel. That came off very fast and very easy. It was weird, but then I remembered it was gel instead of acrylic. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. It was super easy. Like as soon as I hit it with my e-file, it just started like dissolving. It was pretty cool. I'm going ahead and removing the rest of that and I'm just gonna let you guys watch. Now, even though I am doing a mini fill, I'm still going ahead and doing all of my prep work. For this step, I'm using my Mandrel bit and a sanding band. This sanding band is actually from Kiara Sky. This one is medium. Love it as well. It's basically the same thing as the profile ones. They're just brown instead of the green teal color that Profiles has. I absolutely love them. They're super smooth on the nail. Very, very fine for sure. I'm just going ahead and blending out that acrylic to the natural nail and removing any lifting that I might have. Very minimal for the most part. It's just top coat that might have gotten into the cuticle area. But other than that, I'm not removing too much. I just want to buff off the shine from the natural nail while blending that to the acrylic. I do have my e-file at about 4,000 RPMs. That is the speed that I use for all of my prep work. I'm going in with my favorite needle bit. This is from Amazon. You can find it in my Amazon storefront. My go-to prep bits. I'm going in with this and just filing that cuticle area. This helps remove any dead skin along with getting into those really hard to reach areas. As you can see, I did go thoroughly in with my Mandrel bit. However, it's still picking up some little areas that I missed because it's kind of hard to get into the cuticle area without nicking yourself. It is at 4,000 RPMs. Once I'm done with that, I am going in with my cuticle ball bit. This is from Amazon as well. It came in the pack of 3 along with that needle bit. I'm just going gently and buffing off any dead skin around the cuticle. This helps buff it off very gently. We're not cutting anything off. It is super fine, so it does not hurt at all. I keep it again at 4,000 RPMs, just going very gently with very light pressure. If you do have any problem areas, just go ahead and adjust your pressure and you will be good to go. I'm going in with a lint-free wipe and some swipe, cleaning my nail, making sure I'm removing all that dust. This also helps dehydrate that nail, which helps with your prep and your bond. Now I'm going in with Profix from Profiles Backstage. This is their primer or bond, and I'm just applying that where my natural nail is. And you guys can tell the difference from when I started to now. My cuticle area looks a lot better, so that is why I wanted to do this mini fill. I'm going in with Teddy Bear once again. This is from Kiara Sky. Along with that, I'm using my not polished acrylic brush in a size 12 and my Profiles Backstage monomer. I'm going in and just applying that where I see growth, blending it out into the existing acrylic. My fills typically go very, very quickly, so I love doing fills. Now I am going in and adding a little bit at the tip. I did kind of break that tip, or I honestly think it was filed off with, you know, doing clients and stuff. So I wanted to make sure I squared that off again without removing any length. So I just took a little bead, and as it's drying, I'm molding it into place. Now again, I'm taking a very small bead of acrylic, placing that where the growth is, and then I gently push it up into the cuticle area and then blend it down. And I'm just gonna go ahead and repeat that on the rest of the nails. At this point, if you need to rebalance any of the nail, go ahead and do that. I basically just focus on the cuticle area. Once everything is nice and dry, I am going in and filing. So I started off with my hand file just to show you guys how to do it using a hand file from the full process. So I'm going in and filing the sides of the nail, making sure that the shape is nice and perfect. Now once my nail grows, it kind of grows downward, so I'm just making sure that I'm straightening that back out. So I'm just going underneath the nail and making sure that it's nice and straight. And then filing the tip. Now I'm going to go on the surface of the nail. When I'm working in the cuticle area, I like to go in one motion. So I'll show you right now after this part. I'm just going on the length of the nail and filing it, making sure that it's nice and smooth, pretty medium pressure. Now I'm moving into the cuticle area, and as you can see, I am doing one stroke to the right versus filing back and forth. I am lifting my hand file every time that I am doing a movement. This helps prevent any heat spikes and any discomfort to yourself or the client. Again, repeating that, I'm going in on the sides first, making sure that the shape is nice and squared off, then the surface of the nail, and then I'm going to move to the cuticle area again. And I just do it very, very gently. You can definitely do a lot of the filing with your hand file. It's just really preference. I find sometimes my e-file is quicker and sometimes my hand file is quicker, so it really just depends on what mood I'm in. And then I'm going to be squaring off that tip, and then I'm going to repeat that process. Now for my pinky and my ring finger, I do prefer to use an e-file, so I went ahead and switched from my hand file to my e-file, and I'm using my 5-in-1 bit once again, just going gently around the cuticle area on both fingers, and then I'm going to be doing the rest of the filing as well. Now I'm taking my sponge buffer from Profile's Backstage, buffing the surface of the nail, making sure everything is nice and smooth. I have zero idea at this point what I'm doing to my nails, so I make sure I just buff and make sure everything is perfect, ready to go, so that if I do end up doing nail art on all my nails, they are in perfect shape to do so. I'm taking a lint-free wipe and some swipe, cleaning the surface of the nail, making sure everything is nice and dust-free. And then I'm checking for any imperfections, any dents at this point as well. Now I am going to be swatching some colors. I didn't know if I had one that actually matched, and I didn't feel like mixing a gingerbread color. So I started swatching these, and I actually really liked one, and I felt like it matched perfectly with the color of a gingerbread man. So I ended up going with this one. It has like the orangey, brown, yellowy hues. And it is called It's a Mood. Super, super pretty. Now I'm taking my nail art detail brush from Amazon. This is my go-to, my favorite one that I always end up gravitating towards. It's just my OG, and I feel like I'm never gonna let it go.
I've had it for 4 years and it's still going strong. It's nice and crusty and all. So I'm using that and the gel polish color and going in and drawing my base for my gingerbread man. I'm just doing the head and then I'm going to be bringing out the body. It works so well with gel polish. It makes the process a little bit quicker because I don't have to keep going back into my color. And it's definitely very pigmented, so I'm in love. I'm just going to let you guys watch the rest of this. Now I did want to keep it very, very simple, and like I said, I didn't know what else I wanted to pair with it, so I wanted to just keep it neutral. I'm going in with my white gel paint, the frosting gel paint from Profil's Backstage. This is just their white, and I'm taking that same nail art brush and outlining my little gingerbread man. And then I'm going to be going in with the same color and the same brush and adding a little bit of details. Again, keeping it very, very simple and neutral because I had no idea what I wanted to pair with it. So I'm just going to be doing the simplest little details for this little guy. And of course, cure that in the light whenever you feel it is necessary. I'm just adding the final touches to our little man, and I'm doing some buttons right down the chest. And then at this point I figured, I was like, you know what, I haven't done ugly sweater nails and I love doing ugly sweater nails, so I figured I would transition it to that. So basically when you're doing ugly sweater nails, you just want to do different types of patterns. And I'm starting off with a line right underneath him. And then I'm going to be adding a little bit of things on the bottom and then on the top as well. So I decided to go with a zigzag pattern. I feel like this is pretty popular when it comes to ugly sweater designs. And so I'm just doing a little zigzag right under that. I'm going to be doing another line kind of encapsulating that, and then one on the top as well. wanted to add a little bit of a twisted chain kind of design for the knitted area up top. So I'm doing basically the same process that I do with my normal sweater nails. I'm doing the 2 lines right next to each other. These are horizontally, obviously. And then I'm going to be doing the left top one connected to the second right one. Again, same process. And then I'm going to be doing the opposite side as well. So I'm going to be connecting the right hand side, the top one, to the second left hand sided one, and it'll give you kind of like that chain link type of design. And I definitely could have been a little bit more of a perfectionist on this, but it was just so little, and I don't know, I couldn't get it perfectly. For the ring finger, I wanted to go all ugly sweater design on it. So I started off with tiny little Christmas tree, pine trees, whatever they're called. And I am doing that kind of near the top. So I started off with 1. I'm just doing 3 triangles, slightly going bigger as we get to the bottom. And then I'm doing the little tree stump very, very carefully, very, very little. And I like to do the outline first and then fill it in like that. If I need to make it any more straight, I can just go ahead and do that while I'm filling it in. And then I'm going to be doing 1 on the right of that and 1 on the left hand side. And I am trying to do them as close as possible in the shape. So I'm basically going to be using horizontal lines to separate one design from another. So I'm doing 1 up top and 1 on the bottom, and then I'm going to go ahead and do more designs. This is kind of a cool way to separate the designs and giving it that actual ugly sweater kind of feel. So even if you do snowflakes, as long as you do 1 line up top, 1 line at the bottom, it gives it that vibe for sure. So now I'm going to be doing the sweater nail art design underneath that. I'm just going to be doing tiny little horizontal ones. I feel like it looks so, so cute, and it brings it all together as well. And then again, I'm going to be doing 1 line at the bottom of it to make it look like I am framing that. Now we're doing some X's, and I'm just doing about 4 of them horizontally, and then again I'm going to be doing another line on the bottom of that. And then I did actually decide to add kind of a squiggle design on the bottom line, and that also helps as well. And then I'm just going to go in with a bunch of little details, more lines, some dots, just to fill in any areas that I feel need a little bit more filling in. And of course, like always, make sure you're curing it in the light when you feel it is necessary. Sometimes you might wait till the end, sometimes after every design, and that is okay. Just do it before you mess it up. I've definitely done that way too many times. Once I'm done with the design, I'm going in with Matte It from Not Polish. Of course, I did cure my design in the light for 1 minute just to make sure every single little piece of that nail art was cured. I'm going in and gently applying my top coat and applying that very generously but very carefully. Again, I've mentioned it before in my videos. If you are doing nail art, make sure you firmly press it in so that it goes around every single little crease and every little detail of your design, and it's nice and protected. I'm going to go ahead and finish that off, and then I'm going to be placing that in the light for at least 1 minute. I like to do 2 minutes just to be safe, and I am using my Kiara Sky rechargeable LED light for this step. Once we're out of the light, I'm rubbing in some of my favorite cuticle oil from Profix Backstage. They smell so good and they melt right into your skin. It does not leave it oily, but it definitely hydrates your cuticles. So definitely recommend them if you are on the lookout for a cuticle oil. That basically concludes today's video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.